day everyone. Right now we will talk about genetically modified organism, or the acronym GMO. So what is GMO? So GMO are the living organism, either a plant or an animal, that has undergone genetical alterations in the laboratory in order to improve their traits, improve their characteristics, and enhance their overall abilities. So you may be wondering, why do they do this? Why do they need to alter the genetic makeup of living organisms? So scientists do this in order to enhance the traits, enhance the resistance, enhance the survival, and also increase the nutrient content of living organisms, specifically plants that are used by farmers in crops. So basically, GMOs are the more enhanced version, the glow-up version, the better version of their predecessor, the original living organism. So this is quite beneficial for farmers because it allows them to maximize their farming potential without having to use chemicals. So that is what GMOs are. Basically, they are the altered version of the original living organisms.
Next, we have GMOs in the Philippines. One of the example is BT corn, which was developed by Monsanto and approved in the country in 2002. Ang tawag na BT ay galing sa isang bakterya na tinatawag na Bacillus thuringiensis. May gene ang bakterya na ito na tumutulong sa mais para labanan ng mga peste tulad ng corn borers. Ibig sabihin, hindi na kailangang gumamit ng sobrang daming pesticide. In this way, mas nakakatipid ang mga farmers at mas malaki ang ani. Bukod doon, tumutulong din ito para mas maging stable ang food supply, lalo na sa panahon na mahirap ang farming.
Another one is golden rice. Ito ay isang espesyal na uri ng palay na nilikhan ng mga scientists para magkaroon ng sustansyang beta-carotene na tumutulong sa katawan upang makakuha ng vitamin A. Layunin nitong maiwasan ang kakulangan sa vitamin A, lalo na sa mga batang Pilipino. Samantalang ang Bacillus thuringiensis talong naman ay isang binhi ng talong na ginawa ng mga eksperto ng UP Los Baños. May kakayahan itong labanan ang mga peste na sumisira sa bunga, kaya nababawasan ang paggamit ng pesticide at mas nagiging ligtas kainin at anihin ang mga gulay.
Maraming benepisyo ang GMOs pagdating sa farming, kalusugan at kapaligiran. So sa farming, ang mga GMOs crops ay mas pinatibay laban sa mga pest at diseases. Mas nakakapagtipid ang mga farmers at mas nagiging-stable at malaki ang kanilang ani. Sa kalusugan, ang mga GMOs tulad ng golden rice ay may dagdag nutrients para maiwasan ang mga sakit na dulot ng vitamin deficiencies. Mas clean din ang food dahil mas kakaunting chemicals ang ginamit sa pagtatanim.
Pagdating sa kapaligiran, nakakatulong ang GMO na mabawasan ng pollution dahil mas konti ang pesticide spraying. At nakakatulong din ito sa sustainable farming dahil hindi gaanong naapektuhan nito ang lupa at tubig.
Now let's move on to the impact of GMOs on the Philippine society. First of all, GMOs have both positive and negative effects in our country. On the positive side, they help farmers earn more by reducing crop losses and increase production. Bukod pa rito, GMO foods are more nutritious and mas mura siya, which nakakatulong siya sa pag-improve ng ating country's food security. However, there are also some concerns. May mga farmers na umaasa na lang seed companies since some GMO seeds can't be replanted. Aside from that, people also worry about the effects on the environment and the mixing of GMO plants with the native crops. So in conclusion, kahit may mga ganitong issues, GMOs still play an important role in Philippine agriculture because they help increase harvest and provide a safer and healthier food.